What is the new that God is wanting to do in you, right? We have this new year. It's a new month. There's just a new chapter. There's a new opportunity for you. But what is the new that God wants to do in you? And why aren't we doing it yet, right? And I think that's where we all kind of wrestle at the beginning of the year is like, okay, last year didn't go how I thought. I've got these ends that are not wrapped up. And so I don't even know if I could dream or should dream in 2025. I mean, is that just a waste of my time? So my question is, what's your dream? I mean, have you ever felt like God has this plan for your life, or at least you thought he did, but you're stuck wondering, am I even qualified to live this out? I see all these other people doing all these really big things. Or maybe, have you ever been asked to do something and then you thought, oh, wait, who, me? I mean, surely they have got the wrong person. I mean, here I am on Daystar. I lived a third of my life on a gravel road. I was a pregnant, unwed mother. I've been divorced. I've been told everything that I'm not. And for Pete's sake, even my dad left me before I was born. Why would somebody like me get the opportunity to do something like this? If God can use me to do something like this, I'm here to tell you, you've got all the chances in the world because I'm positive that God has a plan for you. I mean, it's like being invited to a potluck, and you're like, well, I can't be invited to the potluck. The best thing I can cook is a reservation. What in the world? How am I going to do this? We don't have to. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, right? God's got our back. And then when we get out there by ourselves, it says in John, I think it's John 15:5, it says, he's the vine, we're the branches, and we can do nothing without him. So we've got this nothing without him, and we've got this everything with him. And so how do we get the everything with him? Well, we have to have confidence. And I understand the problem with that because I have been in those places where I don't know why I'm in the room. There's a play on Broadway of Hamilton, the room where it happens. How do you get invited to the room where it happens? And if you do, what do I do when I'm there? I think God sent me here today on purpose to boost your holy confidence, to get you confident enough in who God is on the inside of you, to dream God-sized dreams and write down the goals. I know you won't write down goals if you're not confident, but you're supposed to write down goals that are so big that they require a move of God to get them. Psalm 27, verse 13, if you're a note taker at home, write this verse down and pray over it. It says, I will remain confident. I'm supposed to remain confident? Yeah, I will remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. I don't know what dream has died, what relationship has died, what has gone wrong, but this I know, you are still in the land of the living. We are on top and not under, and God is with you. God is in you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world, and he is calling you from heaven. He's going, hey, my baby, my daughter, my son, I need you to rise up, and it's time for us to answer the call, which I did, and it won't make you panic. Because I got this call to speak at a leadership conference, and they're like, hey, Nicole, we want you to speak at this leadership conference. We want you to talk about confidence. How, you want me to talk about confidence? I was on the phone acting all confident. Oh, sure, I'd love to. Yeah, I'll be right there. And I get off the phone, and I panic because I'm like, I feel like the least confident person ever. I wasn't sure if I was qualified, and the thing I didn't feel qualified for made me study and pray. I'm like, I have to figure out this confidence thing so that I can operate in it. Well, here's the crazy thing. As I was studying about it, I got this revelation about confidence that like flipped a switch, and it allowed me to stop trying to be confident so that I could relax into confidence. And it wasn't what I thought it was at all. So I want to show you this revelation because you are called to reach godly goals in 2025. But you're not going to reach your goals if you don't believe that God believes in you. I believe that it's not confidence, but it's God-Fidence. It's God in us. And it was so simple, right? I'm stressing, I'm praying, I'm researching, I'm freaking out. And I finally just looked at the word confidence. I didn't know what it meant. So I had to figure it out. And I found out that confidence is linked to, well, check this out. The word con and then fidence. Fidence in the Latin, I know you don't want a Latin lesson, just hang with me for 10 seconds because this is going to blow your mind. Fidence means fidelis. What is fidelis? Fidelis means faithful. It means loyal. It comes from the Latin word faith. And the Latin for fidus means faith and trust. The word con means with, and fidelis is faithful and trust and faith. It's with faith. Y'all, I freaked out. Confidence I don't have, but faith in God I do have. And it turns out confidence and faith are not far apart at all. They're literally the same thing. It's not confidence in who we are. It's not confidence in what we can do. It's not confidence in our ability or our strength. It's confidence in God. It's confidence that he believed in you enough to create you. It's confidence that God will never leave you nor forsake you. And you can't do the impossible without stepping into the invisible. And I know this life that God has for you seems so far out past you, right? It seems so impossible. I know the plans I have for you, they're for good and not for evil, to bring you to an expected end, except for we can't see the end because it's around a corner somewhere. We're like, God, I'd love to see the end you're seeing. I don't see it from here. We can't have confidence in us. We have to have confidence in God. And once I found out that confidence in God was really faith, then I realized I'd been thinking confidence was the wrong thing. Confidence isn't walking into a room like this, being loud and boisterous. I'm the best one. Y'all need to pay attention to me. Confidence isn't always having the answer. Confidence isn't being the best at something. Confidence isn't showing off. Confidence isn't who you are and what you can do. Confidence is trying and trying again. Confidence is failing and getting back up one more time. Confidence is realizing that success is getting up one more time than you fail. Confidence is being faith-filled to step out even when you've fallen down. And what that allows you to do is to develop mastery, to figure out how to fail and move forward. Because if you don't risk failure, you don't risk success. Confidence isn't a feeling. And that's what a lot of people think, right? Like, well, if I felt confident, I could do this. No, confidence is not a feeling. Confidence is a decision. It's a decision to trust the one who holds you. Real confidence is rooted in trusting God and not ourselves. And where our confidence comes from determines how long it lasts, because we fail ourselves all the time. I was in New York City, and my daughter's like, Mom, I want to take the subway. And I'm like, oh, that's too complicated. I've messed it up before. She's like, no, Mom, let's go. So we go to the subway. We've got this app. It's like the right train at the right station at the right time. It's the right number. And we get on it, and then there's uptown, downtown. We go, and it turns out that we ended up, it's not stopping at that station, and we ended up at the wrong place again. Not where we wanted to be. And I'm like, I knew this was going to happen. I had confidence in my ability to fail, but not confidence in my ability to succeed. What I've had to learn is you have to learn how to operate the tool. We have to learn how to operate confidence. Otherwise, you end up in the wrong place, even if you're on the right train. I was on the right train. I was just in the wrong place. We thought we knew what confidence was, but we've been using it wrong. And we have to have confidence. If we don't have confidence, we're not going to set our goals, because God has a plan for your life. It's Ephesians 3:20. It's bigger than you can ask, think, or imagine. But hell is working overtime to make you doubt the call, make you doubt God's faith in you, make you doubt your ability, and make you think, okay, if I can just survive through this. And you're not called to survive, but you're called to thrive through it at all. In 2025, you're going to thrive. So why do you need confidence? You need confidence to set your goals. Why do you need goals? You need to set your goals so you can act boldly on your call. Confidence isn't about being ready. It's about being willing. You know, the Bible says in James 2:26, it says, faith without works is dead, right? So we have to, at some point, we have to step out on things that we cannot do so that we can show how good God is. I can't talk good enough to be here. I don't have the language. Some people have all this fluent word, and they can string words together. It sounds poetic, and it's alliteration, and it's amazing. And some people are so super smart, and like Joni's so likable, and you just want to hug her when you meet her. And Dr. Doug is like so academic, and he knows all the words and where they go. And I'm just a girl. But it takes confidence in what God can do in you, just a girl, just a guy, and through you. When we dare believe by faith, it is the confidence in God and his goodness that causes us to act by faith. And without faith, it's impossible to please God. If we have more faith in what the devil is telling us than what God is telling us, then we're listening to the wrong people.